Welcome back. This is Surface Noise, and today I will be doing another video in my Top 100 series. Today's video will be Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd, and we'll get started in just a sec. So, Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. An obvious classic. This is, lots of words and things have been said about this record over the years. I mean, I personally have been listening to this record for the last 30 plus years probably. Isn't the first Pink Floyd I heard, but it is one of my favorites. First Pink Floyd I heard was just the single Another Brick on the Wall, because that came out when I was about 12 or 13, I think. 13 years old, I think. So that was my first exposure to Pink Floyd. But then, later on I went back and stuff. And probably my first exposure to the album was when a friend of mine wanted to take me to surprise me with something, and he didn't tell me what it was, but what it was, we went to the a local planetarium, and they were doing Dark Side of the Moon as a light show. So that was really the first time I heard the whole album in its entirety, and that was pretty amazing. So as far as the album itself, this album came out in 1973. It was recorded at Abbey Road Studios. The band, Pink Floyd, they produced the album. It was engineered by Alan Parsons, who of course went on to do some good things himself. He has some pretty good records under his belt as well. He had previous experience. He did work on their Adam Hart Mother album. And he also, of course, worked with the Beatles on Let It Be, Abbey Road. So yeah, he had a bit of skill. He was okay. So, that didn't hurt. One of the things they did actually for this record is they had actually interviewed people for some audio clips that they used on the record. You can hear it in the background in some of the songs. Little bits and pieces of just audio of people talking, maybe answering questions. Apparently they even interviewed Paul and Linda McCartney for it, but they said they were trying to make jokes too much, so they didn't really use that material. But as for the record, just such a perfect record from top to bottom. The sequencing is so great. It's so everything flows into each other. It's an amazing thing to listen to. I mean, it starts off with Speak to Me, which is instrumental, kind of slowly builds, and then it goes into Breathe, a great song, a great way to a great start. That those two pieces, kind of slow, but like, sort of mid-tempo, I guess you'd say. But a great intro to the record. Then it goes into On the Run, another instrumental piece, which leads into Time, which is a little more rock and roll, a little more hype. Gets a little more energy into the record. Amazing song. And then we go into Great Gig in the Sky, which has some great vocals from Claire Torrey, which apparently was improvised vocal performance, and which she apparently later sued to get compensation for because she felt that it added something more, enough for her to claim authorship on that track. So, and I believe she won that, as far as I know. As far as the that's side one. That's side one. perfectly sequenced and perfectly flowing into each other. This is an amazing headphone record. If you can listen to it on headphones, it's awesome. Side 2 starts with Money. Money is one of the 2 singles that was on this record. Kicks off with the sound of a cash register and like sounds of different money related things. You can like coins rattling and stuff like that. Another great track. Probably the biggest single, I guess, off this record. It's one of their top singles, I think, overall. Us and Them was also a single. That's an amazing track too. The saxophone work on it is amazing. They do have saxophone also in Money, but the saxophone work in Us and Them is very impressive to me. It's very, very amazing. As good as any of the instrumentation on the record. It's awesome stuff. It's a bit of a slower track, but it's long and it builds into that whole saxophone part, which is amazing. The next track, Any Color You Like, it's got some amazing guitar work in it. I really love the guitar in that. It's crazy good. And that song then flows into the song Brain Damage, which is where they use the title Dark Side of the Moon in the lyrics. They say, I'll see you in the dark side of the moon twice, and about halfway through, and at the very end they mention that, I'll see you at the dark side of the moon. It's pretty cool. It's always like that on a record when you hear especially when you hear the title of the album without it being a title track, where it's just a song and they use the lyrics. They bring in the title of the album in the lyrics of a song which isn't technically the title track. That's kind of a neat thing. And after that, we finish up with Eclipse, which is just a great way to end it. An amazing record. Once the song fades, you get the sound of a heartbeat that ends the record. So I mean, the record starts with this kind of slow instrumental piece and different sound effects to start it, and then it ends with this heartbeat, and it just yeah, it's really amazing. It's really cool. So yeah, actually, and I spent the whole time talking. I didn't even show you. This is my copy of the record right here, Harvest, and there we go. We've got all the lyrics inside, which is, there is, I believe, we got 6 songs that have lyrics. The other ones are instrumental pieces. And this, like I said, on Harvest Records, but it's got the nice cool label. I've got other records by Pink Floyd which have the yellow Harvest, but this one actually has a Pink Floyd kind of logo on it, so that's even cooler. It's really, really cool. Yeah, so that's my copy. I've had more than one copy. I also have this on CD. So this is, yeah, it's something that's worth having multiple copies if you like. It's certainly worth it. And the other thing is that I was going to mention is about, they have the whole thing with the Wizard of Oz, where if you could sync it up with the album, you know, and I did do that. I did that at least one time, and but I used the CD, a little easier to sync with the CD, and it works. And it worked for me. It was pretty cool. I thought it was neat, especially when I recall I believe when it goes from black and white to color is when the song Money kicks in, if I recall. I think that's how it works. When she's before she goes into Oz and everything turns to color, I believe that Money starts up, and it's a pretty cool little sync thing there. So it's pretty cool, very nice. I liked it. It's fun and neat. So yeah, that's it. That is it for today. So that's my top 100 video for Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. Hope you liked it. If you did, you can like and subscribe. I also have a website. link will be in the description, surfacenoise.ca. Hope everyone's having a great year so far, and I will see you all in the next video.